Hey everyone, this is Keyblade 007, and we finally got another high score challenge. This one is a holiday high score event. Score big to get the Jafar-Genie Medal. It's only going to last from today, the 22nd, to Christmas, December 25th, which is a Sunday. Get one step ahead of the competition and score big in a shortened high score event to get exclusive medals. The prizes for this high score event include the Jafar Medal, as well as the Jafar-Genie Medal, Magic Mirror medals, and more. Also, for this week, for the first time, Power Gens will be rewarded to high-ranking players. So both Jafar and Jafar-Genie, they both pretty much do the same thing. 1 gauge, AoE, deal 5 hits and deal 3 hits, inflict more damage the higher the slot number, so higher you put it in the Keyblade. One's a tier 3, obviously Jafar-Genie's a tier 4, one's magic, one's power. Jafar-Genie is a heavy hitter, so try your best to score big and make it to the top of the rankings to get those powerful medals. And it just tells you some tips, blah blah blah. Use medals high score damage multipliers, plan your route, blah blah blah, equip score bonus. And the goal is to get your highest score, and there's some of the medals that go along with this. So I'll show you the build I used to get 30 mil right here. Oh yeah, so the objective is defeat 20 or more enemies, use 15 or more special attacks, and collect 500 or more Lux. Always easy to get objectives like these. All you gotta do is just do it. Do the mission with your best abilities and you'll just get it. It always happens. This is my build. First, let's go into the assist medals. So we have HD Axel, a new medal that just came out. HD Riku, which I have, Meg, Musketeer Goofy, Terra, Maui, Rock Titan, Illustrated Shion, HD King Mickey, which only the whoring whales can get from a past thing, which is bullshit. Jasmine, Christmas Sora, Aqua, Moana, Demex, Illustrated Xemnas, Aladdin, Ventus, Pain and Panic, Zigbar, and Larxene B that we just recently had. So my build has 3 medals that give percentage boost. HD Riku, Musketeer Goofy, and Maui. And my strength is Ikairi mixed with Sayax, which has full chips, not full Dales, but chips is what matters. I put attack boost 2 max on him, 100% guilt. It's actually really, really strong. So I take my friend's HD Axel with attack boost max on it. That adds another 21%. Forgive all the background noise, there's some BS going on next door. So what I like to do with these is skip all of the weak enemies and save them for gauge restoring later on. So I go straight to the strongest enemy it allows me to before it stops me from moving, which is usually, this is the first one I can encounter. This is a magic guy, so because he's like that, I have to use nearly everything against him because I'm weak against magic. But Sayax is more than enough after Ikairi and whatnot. And now I'll demonstrate what I was talking about. Go in right there. And the reason I use Goofy on such weak enemies is because I found out recently, well, like the last high score challenge, to make the most out of your high score, you want to use something that's going to kill almost all the enemies on the board. And it's not about damage, it's about like the final attack and some other stuff. There's some cool videos online about like the proper ways to go about doing high score challenge to get the most out of your score. It's not about amount of damage, it's It's not fully about percentage, but percentage does take a key factor in it. So you want to try to use specials against as many enemies as you can, finish them with your strongest special. That's my strongest special that I can afford to waste. So that's that. These green copter guys can be a bit of a pain for some people. They're weak enough for me, I don't even have to do anything besides Sayax and Goofy and Kylie. So now we can go to the next area, but let's fill our gauge back up by fighting some of those weaklings. You want to save these gift shadows for like when you really need them. So I'll be back to get those later. My Riku is not fully chipped, but I gave him a decent amount of chips. He's like 550, I believe. There's a lot of boxes in this stage, so you don't have to worry too bad about your gauge running out. I don't even have any APP on. See? No skills with APP at all. Riku has no skills because I have no good skills right now that I can use for him. And I wish I did. So here I'm going to run straight to these cannon guns. Level 220. With this build, I can beat pretty much everything here, just giving you a fair warning. There's nothing I haven't defeated with this build. This is the second build I had to use. The first build was a Divine Rose build. It got me 27 million, but you need to have the full amount if you want to get the Jafar medals. Because 30 million is how you get the final Jafar. 40 million is the next thing up. I forgot to show rewards. See, these gift shadows give a lot. These invisibles can be quite scary for some people. So we use Musketeer Goofy. We're going to use Maui because we need the attack boost 3 boost. And Sayax finishes everybody off. And there's a nice box with our name on it right there after we beat him up. I could just swipe the rest of this and kill everybody. And now I'm back to full gauge. Gotta use everything against these guys if I want to survive. And because Sayax has attack boost max, I can beat it all perfectly. Watch out for these level 280 search ghosts. They can be quite devastating. Sayax is more than enough for most of these foes. Now we have level 300 gargoyles. I'm not going to mess around. I'm even going to use Riku here, even though he does nothing. He does attack boost up 2. So this way Goofy's a little stronger. That makes Maui a little stronger. And that makes Sayax at full 3 and 3. And then Axel will finish up everybody else. And the final enemy is going to be this guy before the actual boss. He's the strongest. But we got to get our gauge back. So we're already at 24 million. Now we're going to collect those boxes. And we're going to go back and see what other enemies we left hanging. Because I know there's some gift shadows somewhere. Gotta find my path back. Right, there it is. Again, forgive any background noise. I forgot about these guys. Let's take them out right now. Okay, we're almost at full gauge. And yeah, I think this is the beginning of the level, so we're just gonna grab that small box. And that should be enough to continue on. Just double check there's no enemies. Okay, let's head straight to it. Level 350 cannon guns. We're gonna use everything we have against these guys. And use Nova. And hopefully Sayax will finish them. Or at least leave them weak enough for Axel. And somehow I just beat my old record. Just by a smidgen. There's no one on this side. And there's no one on this side. So what I do right here is I fight the final egg guy. I like to use Sayax against him because he's weak. I want to do as much damage as I can. And that's it. Tiny bit of a new high score for you guys. So that's pretty cool. Probably the highest I'm going to be able to achieve overall. It was nice to finally beat the whole board for you guys. It's very rare when I can do that. I don't get anything new for doing it, but let's show you the rewards and we'll wrap this video up. So the rewards as follows. For about 1 mil you get a mirror. For 2 you get Chip Dale, level 5, 3 of them each. 2 mil 500 you get a Sid. 2 magic mirrors. A Jafar, Huey Dewey Louie, a Dale and a Chip. 6-star Jafar, Huey Dewey Louie. 2 mil you get Jafar and a Huey Dewey Louie. 2 mil 500,000 you get 5 magic mirrors and the final Jafar and Huey Dewey Louie set, and the unachievable Jafar-Genie ×2, which is what I cannot get at all, unfortunately. And then you get the ranking rewards, which will come at the end of this whole thing. If you're in here, you get 1 magic mirror, 2 Chippendales, level 5, Jafar, magic mirror, 2 Chippendales, level 5. This is where it starts getting a little better. Now you want to at least get here. You get at least a Jafar-Genie, a Jafar with 1 dot, Magic Mirror, a Power Gem, 2 Chippendale level 6. Then this doubles. He gets more dots. He gets more dots. Triples, 3. 2, 3 dotted. That's enough to gilt. And even if I get this, I won't be able to gilt it without getting that 4 mil, so that sucks. I might finally get a tier 1 reward set, but I won't be able to gilt it because I can't get that 40 million. But that's life. At least here or here I can gilt Jafar. So I'm pretty happy, and I'll get 2 power gems minimum, because I usually get at least here. So that's my video. I'm just going to briefly show you the other build I used. That got me 27 mil. So I used the Divine Rose, and I used Zigbar with these because Marley B hits like a truck. So I used that, then that, these 2, and Marley B, and a shared HD Axle. Don't ever take a shared HD Shion. She's very, very weak as a shared medal. So yeah, that's my video, guys. Till next time, which will be tomorrow for the Magic Gem Quest. See ya.